But all of a sudden I've got a lot of to do. That's actually pretty cool. I'm not doing that. It's not, that's not, no, I'm not doing that. He's working on a price right now. Good morning, everybody. Paige and Chuck here in ThatPhanom, Thailand. We're headed to Home Pro. Our designer gave us an awesome picture of a description of what the kitchen was going to look like. There's a couple of things that I have a lot of friends that have built houses in Thailand. I have a lot of friends that have done remodeling in Thailand. This is my first dip into this type of experience. We've never really had anything remodeled. All the stuff that's been done here, I've done myself, except some of the stuff that gets delivered and the guys set it up, screw it all together. Okay, so I think one thing about Thailand itself is when it comes this way, this is how it is. Like, well, I don't want it that way, I want it this way, and it's like, that's not really logic sometimes. I'm sure there's a lot of very talented people that design homes, and a lot of talented home builders. I know a couple of them actually, just not in this area. But I think the thing is, it gets frustrating is when you this is what you want, and then they like, well, this is the specs, and you know, so okay, so here's my example. I want to have a bar where that wall is, right there where the TV is. I want to have a bar there. So my vision is that we're all sitting at the table enjoying a meal at the bar. Well, the way I designed it, I put cabinets on the bottom so that we can store stuff like their little hot plates, stuff like that underneath there. Well, the way he had the picture was kind of how I had it drawn on my plans, except I couldn't really get a big piece of granite. So he had 3 chairs on the outside, but none on the inside because he had it flush. And I was trying to explain to them while they were here that I want it to come out so we can use this we can put some chairs. They'll have to be completely underneath it, but enough room to where our knees can sit in the chair and we can sit at the table. That was what I was trying to get at. So when he got the plan done, and I'll share the picture here, the chairs are on the outside and it's flush. So he said, well, the cabinet is only 58 centimeters in depth. And in my mind, it's like, okay, well, we're gonna have to make it shorter so that we can, you know, either we gotta bring out the countertop or we have to make that shorter. So I go, well, no, it's either gonna be 58 or 20, just under 30 centimeters, which is kind of too small, I think. So here's how, I only know from my own experience, and that's where we get in trouble in Thailand, is we always try to relate everything to what we know. But in my mind, it's like, okay, if it's 58 centimeters, cut it back 10 centimeters, cut the cabinet back, and then make it 48 centimeters. There you go. We got a 10 centimeter overhang done. But I don't know if it's that simple or not, but it seems like that if I want it custom, it's gonna cost a lot more because I have to get somebody in to custom build the cabinets instead of what they have. So we're gonna go today and see what exact cabinets do they have. So, do they only have 2 options? And it's probably because the particular cabinet that I'm wanting maybe only has certain sizes. They have a lot of different cabinet manufacturers there on display. So we'll go look at that. I was thinking we can do one more thing. We could take the wall completely out, push the 58 centimeter cabinet out towards the living area, and then we build the overhang and be done. And but I don't think he sees he's not a mind reader, obviously, and neither is Paige. And there's a translation, I'm telling Paige, and Paige is trying to tell him, it's like, okay, I don't want to make this frustrating. So let's just go tomorrow. We'll sit at the computer with him and we'll look at everything. And he's missing a cabinet. I want a cabinet there. He says, no, you can't put a cabinet here and here because you won't be able to open it. And I'm thinking, yeah, you actually can do that. You just have one open this way, and then you close it, and you have this one open that way. And then you close. You can't open them both at the same time, but, obviously. So I don't know where he's thinking on that, but I don't want a big empty spot where a cabinet should be. So this is going to be our new challenge for that. And I guess once the work starts to get done, you know, then I probably have to make sure I'm not here. Maybe, I don't know. No, it'll be fine, right? But the design looks awesome. He said that they could take care of the floor, which I'm happy with. We don't have to retile. And then later on, we'll have the whole floor done then. So that's what's happening today. Tomorrow is Sunday. So we're gonna have a little, my in-laws are gonna get home kind of late. So we'll do something tomorrow for our Sunday fun day, and then we'll go see Mom. Good morning. Are you happy? Calgam, are you missing Mafia? I think that has become my father-in-law's dog. Only because he gives them, look how fat she is. My father-in-law buys her ice cream, coconut ice cream. He buys a lot of it, puts it in the freezer, then lets it defrost before she comes, and then feeds it to her by, and then always going to the market and getting her stuff. So you're not gonna get that with me because you're really still a dog and you need to be eating healthy food. And I don't really have food for the dog, so she has to eat when she goes home. So I think she's missing Paul Red. My truck brakes will have to wait maybe this afternoon when we get back in enough time. Probably not, I don't know. Either that or well, maybe they're open tomorrow, I don't know. Well, all of a sudden I've got a lot of shit to do. Now that's my choice. That's what I fiend for, really, is to be like extremely busy all the time. So let's go back to Home Pro, show him our change of plans, and talk about money, time, stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and, if the conversation goes well, go ahead and get the refrigerator, because that's the refrigerator that I want anyway. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the refrigerator, do this stuff while they're gone, my in-laws are gone. So I'll put the refrigerator, for temporary, I'll put it here, but we've decided to move it over here later. So we'll just put it here. I think it'll be a little bit wider, but that's okay. Or I can just take one of those out. But also I'm gonna move the washing machine and this refrigerator outside here in the garage. So I have to, I'm gonna need to run electricity from, this is an extra box. Not really a box, but it's its own power source of electricity. So I'm gonna tap into that, and I'm gonna run power here, drop down. I'm actually gonna put 2 outlets because I'm gonna put a cabinet, that brown cabinet's coming out here. So refrigerator, washing machine here. I gotta put a water outlet, of course the electricity. And I'm gonna get a floor covering for this, just a temporary Thai style plastic mat. Clean this up and lay it down so it'll be at least clean in this area. And of course we'll have to move all this stuff somewhere. I need to reorganize everything. I think I'm getting kind of cluttered up in here. So yeah, I got my hands full today. I was thinking either get the conduit or just get, this would be easier. Get this and just anchor it into the wall. That would probably be an easier thing to do, I believe. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a look. My father-in-law, Paige, is dropping off the key. Looks like he's got a shitload of damn tuk-tuks now. This is new. I've never seen this. Aluminum.
วัดอุดร
Udon.
เขาไปขายหมูยอขายหมูส้ม
Oh, they're gonna use it for like selling pork products. That's actually pretty cool. If I was in the business of making money in Thailand, I would have like a little pizza. Yeah, I had some plans to make one of these customs. Yeah, they got a bunch of those. ทำไมตาไม่ดีตาไม่ดี
เท่
No, ตาไม่ดี Nah, it's just for like show. Okay, ครับ Decoration. Modified. Before we go to Home Pro, let's go into ThatPhanom because well, Paige wants to make sure we're gonna get a good price, and boy, I'm horrible about things. I want that, you know. But we have a lot of time, and not only that, but we want to get some outdoor stuff. Might be a little cheaper here. So
outdoor can be scratch and dent.
Yeah. ThatPhanom, I think, has the best deals out of all of the places. There's a little thing here.
Oh my god, that's pretty cool.
23. Not bad looking, huh? Might be a little overkill.
Yeah.
Here's another one like what we have. I don't think we need that big. $5,600, 5,600 baht for that. Solar, that's a big panel. This one here is actually pretty sturdy, but it's 26. It's not on sale. We'll look at those on the way. Look at this one, yeah. 18.9. I'd rather get the one set on sale for 700. All right, we're just kind of getting some ideas. This stuff is not that much cheaper here, so we're just doing a little comparison. We're going to go to the other place across the street from Robinson's Mall. We were at the other day. I couldn't remember which place there's a birdie right here.
Yeah, it's pet friendly.
I couldn't remember which place had the same refrigerator. So they had a Toshiba that was nice. That was 16,000 baht. And it was a Toshiba, but they don't have white.
It's gray.
It's only like gray. That's cheap. This is called Home One. It's across from Robinson's Mall here. Go see if they have the refrigerator or some on-sale stuff. Okay, this is basically the same, but this says 5 year happy.
No, not เบอร์ 5 ประหยัดไฟ save energy.
Okay, he said the compressor is 10 year. And this is actually about 3,000 baht cheaper. We just turned around and the price changed. The hell?
That's what you get at home, right?
Yeah.
This size,
I think ours is smaller actually.
Really?
I think it's more like that.
Already? Ice 13?
Actually, no, it's 80, I think.
Huh?
Okay, not a bad price. It would be an additional 500 baht to deliver it to the house. But Let's go look at, we're not gonna buy anything until we look at, maybe, we didn't look at that kind at Home Pro, so let's go back to Home Pro. This is only $700, but it doesn't have a thing. It doesn't have a.
those water. You have to buy that.
Well, it's not too bad for an outdoor, you know.
Yeah, just
I think I actually have one out in the garage. Little thing.
bây giờ khỏi đó mà có nhiều.
All right, it's the same one. It's 2,000 baht more here. But I said, look, if you can, what can you give me? So he gave 1,000 off, but he can deliver it today. But now he's saying he can't. So maybe tomorrow. I say if it's tomorrow early, yeah. If not, forget it. We'll just get it from the other place Monday and pay the 500 baht. All right. Okay, I want that one.
Hả?
That's cool. I don't know. It's either that one. You guys tell me. You like that? She said that's a new style. Or this. I think maybe a couple of these. Maybe two of these. Or one of those. I like that one better, I think. What do you guys think? This is over the bar. But we're going to have to change the light in the kitchen to something very bright, you know, maybe one or two of these.
Yeah, the ceiling very high.
Yeah, maybe two. I don't know about you guys, but I got a headache. So bottom line, what we want, or I should say what I want, it's gonna be a little over 500,000 baht by the time it's done. Maybe closer to 6. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So we have to either, I told him, look, I gave him my plans. I said, I'm gonna go walk over here to Lotus to get something to eat because it's 2 o'clock. When I come back, I need you to change this down to about 200,000 baht. And then we can talk. So he just kind of giggled. I said, no, I'm serious. So if we need to change up whatever we need to do, I don't want anything that looks like crap. Figure it out and I'll come back and we'll talk again. So that's kind of where I'm at with Home Pro. Okay. All right, while he's looking at prices again, we're gonna come in here and look at some of this stuff. I can install this myself. It's just screw it into the side of the damn cabinet. It ain't that big of a deal. Okay, I went from the handmade, I don't know why, made in Italy, I guess, who knows, white cabinets to these. So this will be our next option. He's working on a price right now. I like the handles better. So now we're at this gray and this countertop. Actually, it's a little bit better than that. Well, I guess it is about the same. Yeah, it's the same. Granite. I don't know why, but in Thailand, I think the black is stronger. But this is what I wanted. But this is 20,000 baht. For just this. And that one is 6,000. So I don't know, we'll see. I just don't.
1 2 3
We've already done that. We're there. Now we're right here.
The last one?
Yeah. All right, I'm officially tired. So we got this. It's not bad. But, yeah, it's not bad at all. It's a fraction of the cost. This is actually their top deal here. It's wood. And it's very nice. But for the money, I'm just not interested in the upgrade like that. Not this. This is stupid. This is only for electric. We have to get something big like that for gas. But anyway, I have to pay now a couple 100,000 baht so they can start the order, and then we have to get somebody to put a window in, do some tile. Yeah, it's going to be a fun next few weeks. I need a beer. Okay, we're going to go with this TCL here. This is a 22.3 for 16 and a half, so better deal than the one we looked at. So anyway, because we went with the darker color, we're going to have to go with the darker fridge. So we're going to have white countertop, so I wanted it all to be white and clean, but you know, I'm just not ready to spend like 600,000 baht for a kitchen, you know? It's hard for me to digest that. I've never seen a truck carry so many motorbikes. How the hell they get them in there? A tailgate, better hope it don't break. Wow. All right, well, I'm going to take a break from thinking about this. We're going to go walk to the night market, get some food, relax. I'm going to do the floor myself. I have an industrial buffer I bought, like $1,000 buffer when I first got it. That's why the floor is shiny now. So when I get everything out, I'm going to strip it down. The guy told me they have the proper chemicals. That's been the problem before, was trying to, they didn't even know what a buffer was here. And they sold it and they're like, they don't even know what it is. More or less try to get the chemicals for it. So I want to use epoxy. I want to strip it down and epoxy, put an epoxy coat over it. So it'll be easy to clean and it won't be so slippery. It'll be less slippery than the wax. And yeah, just look good and easy to clean. Anyway, my brain hurts. Let's go to the market and get a snack. We're gonna eat here one day, I know it. I hope they stay in business. Swadee krap. Very good soup there. There may not be a lot of people here, but they love to do that anyway. They just love to do it. There's quite a few people here though. It's actually a little late. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock.
เชิญทุกท่านนะครับร่วมรำวงนะครับ หลังจากจบเพลงนี้แล้วครับ
Yeah, not much for the snack options. I don't know if it should still have the evening market. I don't know. We'll walk over there. Yeah, still got the night market. We'll go over here. Not really hungry, just gonna get a little snack. Guys, gonna end the video. I'm tired. We've got a lot of lessons to learn, I think, coming up in our near future. So if you like today's video, don't forget to give us a like. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna maybe Mamu will show us how to make one of her favorite dishes. I'm gonna try to get her to come over and demonstrate for us. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I was gonna dance. They're done.